Today we will learn about conic section. A conic section is formed by the intersection of a plane and a cone. So let's look at this image over here. So I will zoom in over here. Now if you see, this is the orange part, this is a plane over here, and this gray part, this is a cone. So when I'm cutting my cone in this direction over here, and you see this arrow and this part over here, this is called what? This is called yours parabola. This shape is called your parabola. Similarly, if I'm cutting the cone horizontally over here, the resultant shape which I will be getting is this is known as circle over here. If I'm cutting the cone slantically over here, what happens, I'm getting a new shape. This shape is called ellipse. And if I cut this shape like this way over here, this is called what? This is called your hyperbola over here. So again, what is a conic section? A conic section is formed by intersection of plane and a cone, and you can see there are four types of conic section which we will be studying in this lesson over here. Our essential question for this lesson is, how do I graph circles, parabolas, ellipses and hyperbolas? How are ellipses and hyperbolas defined in relation to their foci? Or we also say foci. I will be using the word foci. How can conic sections be graphed when given in general form? How do I write the equation of a conic section given two features? All right, let's look at some of the key terms related with our conic sections. First term is your cone. You have learned about cone in your earlier classes also. What is a cone? A cone is a three-dimensional figure with a circular or elliptical base and one vertex. So if I'm drawing a cone, your cone will look like this. Let me draw a cone over here. So this is your cone. So this is your one vertex over here and three-dimensional shape with a circular or elliptical base. So I'm just drawing over here a circular elliptical base. This is called cone. Coplanar, set of points, line, rays, line segments, etc. that lie in the same plane. That's a coplanar. Ellipse, a curved line forming a closed loop. It is the locus. Locus means what? Family of points. It is the locus of points for which the sum of the distances from two fixed point foci to every point on the curve is constant. And I will explain to you in detail when I will be going over this concept with you. Focus, one of the fixed point from which the distance to any point of a given curve. So focus is what? One of the fixed point from which the distances to any point of a given curve. Hyperbola, a plane curve having two branches formed by the intersection of a plane with two halves of a right circular cone at an angle parallel to the axis of the cone. So if you look in this image over here which I have shown you, this is for hyperbola. You see this part over here, this is a cross section over here, and you can see it's in parallel over here, and we are talking about in this hyperbola over here. So what is an hyperbola? A plane curve having two branches formed by the intersection of a plane with both halves of a right circular cone at an angle parallel to the axis of the cone. It is the locus of points for which the difference of the distance from the given two points is a constant, and I will go in detail when I will be explaining this concept to you. Locus of a point, a group of points or a family of points that share the property. Let's go to the next slide. So if I am graphing my conic sections on a coordinate plane, it will look like this. So this yellow part over here, that's your circle over here. This green one is your ellipse, and this is your parabola over here, and this is your hyperbola. So when I'm doing this on your coordinate plane, it will look like this over there. Now let's talk about equations of circles. So graphing form of a circle, equation of a circle is this: x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square, where the center of the circle is at h comma k, and r, it is known as the radius of a circle. And we also say this is a standard form of equation of a circle. Okay, now our first question is identify the center and radius of each, then sketch the graph. So we will first of all find the center and the radius of circle over here. So what happens is, first thing is you should write over here standard form of equation of a circle. So that is yours x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, where h and k are what? H and k is center of center. Okay, so in this case, if I will compare this my equation with the standard form of a circle, I can see the value of h is what? 1. Okay, and what is the value of k now? So let's write over here x minus 1. So the value of h is what? H is your positive 1. Now what happens to k? When you look over here, this is your plus 3 and that's your negative k. Okay, this part over here. So what I do is I will compare them. Negative k is equal to positive 3, which will give me the value of k as 3 over here. Let me erase this and rewrite it. So I will get the value of k as what? 3. So what is my center over here? My coordinates of center are what? Those are my 1 comma 3 over here. I'm sorry, it should be negative 3 over here. Negative 3, I forgot to put it. It should be a negative 3 over here. Now what is your radius? For radius, what happens is you will compare a radius r square, and if you look over here, this two part over here. So r square is equal to 4. What is the value of r? That's here 2. So let's first of all plot these 2 points over here. 1 comma negative 3. So my 1 is over here, negative 3 is over here. This is my center over here. Radius is my 2. So what I will do is I will go 2 units to the left, 1 and 2 over here. Now I will go 2 units to the right, 1 and 2 over here. Then I will go 2 units up and I will go 2 units down. So what happens? I got these 4 points. So what I need to do is I need to connect these points. I will try to draw this circle, but let's see if in case I can make an actual circle over here. Okay, I'm just still doing it. Awesome. So my circle will look like, it's not a circle, but it will look like this. So this is how we will we find the center and radius from the given equation of circle. Then this is how we graph it, sketch it. Let's do one more problem over here. Make sure to copy all of these notes. It will be helpful to you when you are working on your assignment sheet or your test or quizzes. So again, for this problem over here, what I will do is I will write my standard form of equation of a circle, which is x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. So let me compare this. So when I look over here, x and x, first of all check, this is square, this is square, this is square, this is square. It looks similar. So when I compare my this h with this, so my value of h is what? That's your 2. Okay, because the thing is, this is negative, this is a minus sign over here, both are minus. Let's go over here. At this point over here, my k is with the negative sign, but this is my with positive 1. So I can write it like this: negative k is equal to positive 1, and my value of k will be what? Value of k will be negative 1. So this is my k over here. So I got my center. What is my center? My center is 2 comma negative 1. This is my center. Let me write it over here, center. Now for my radius over here is says what? R square is equal to 16. So let me change the color over here. Okay, let's pick let's pick this red color. So it will be what? R square is equal to 16. Okay, so I will take the radical on both the sides, which will give me R as 4 over here. So I got my radius also over here. So first thing what I will do is I will plot this center. So center is 2 comma negative 1. So this is my point over. This is my center. Now radius is 4. So what you do is you will go 4 units to the right, 4 units to the left, 4 units up and 4 units down. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Similarly, I go left side 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I will go 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I got my 4 points over here. Okay, so I'm just drawing, this is my radius over here, and from this I will try to draw this. I'm not able to draw like a proper circle over here, but you got the point. So this is how we identify the center and radius of the circle from the given equation or given equation of the circle, and this is how we sketch the graph also. Now our next question says write the equation of a circle in a standard form. Now when the word standard form comes, what comes in your mind is equation of a circle in standard form is written like this: x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square, where h comma k is what? This is your center, and your radius is your r over here. So now let's read the question what is given to us in this question over here. Now this, we have been given center, so this means center h, this is my h, this is my k, and r is my 1 over 8. So it's super easy for me. I only need to do is just substitute the values. So now what is my h? H is my 1/3. I'll write 1/3 over here, and I will put my square over here. Let me rewrite this. Square over here plus y. What is my k? The value of k is -5. So what happens is this will be a what? This will be a plus sign over here, and this is r square. This will be what? 1 over 8 whole square. So my final answer in the standard form will be x minus 1 over 3 whole square plus y plus 5 whole square is equal to 1 over 64. So this is my equation of a circle in the standard form. I wrote it over here from the given information. Okay, let's do another problem over here. Question is still the same. It says write the equation of the circle in standard form. Okay, now whenever it says standard form, what the question is asking from us, question wants us to write our answer in this form over here. X minus h square minus y minus k square is equal to plus y minus k square equal to r square. And we have been given some information over here. End points of a diameter, so this will be our number 2 because we already did one problem earlier. Okay, end points of a diameter 11, 8 and 1, 2. So what usually happens is, let's try to visualize what will happen if I will try to plot this, sketch this circle over here. Okay, let's try to visualize this. This is 11, 8. So 11 will be over here. That's my 11. Okay, and 8 will be my over here. So 1 point will be over here, somewhere over here. 1 point will be over here. And again, it's not up to the scale. Okay, this is my again one second point 1, 2. So that's my 1 over here, and 2 is my over here. So another point is over here. So what is this? These are the end points of the diameter. Okay, so here you go. What is a diameter? Diameter is the line which passes through the center of a circle and connects the 2 points on 2 different ends of the circumference. So if I'm drawing a circle over here, again this is not up to the scale. I'm just trying to show you how does it look like. Here you go. So this is my circle over here. It doesn't look good, but let's still take it. Okay, I'll try to do something over here. All right, I'll try one more time. So this is my over here. So my points are 11, 8, and this is mine what? 11, 8, and these are points my 1, 2. Let's write 1, 2. Oops, I'm not able to write it over here. There you go, 1, 2. Now, so you know what you know is h, k is what? They are the points for the center. So how you will find the center of this circle? Center will be somewhere over here. How you will find it? Now you learned in your previous classes, the center means this is the midpoint. What is this? This is a midpoint over here. So we are trying to find the midpoint of this line over here. So how we find the midpoint of a line? We take what? We take the average of the x's and x values and y values. I'll write it over here. What I'm doing is I am solving this right now to find my center. What is my center? H, k. So I just wrote it over here. I'm doing this for this part over here. So let me change the color of my ink over here. Let's do it. So what I will do is I will use my midpoint formula. X is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And what I will do is I will do y is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So this will be my x1, this will be my y1, x2, and this is my y2. Let's substitute the values. So this will be 11 plus 1 divided by 2. So what is my value of x? That will be my 6, because 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Similarly for this one, it will be 8 plus 2 divided by 2. This will be my what? 10, 5. Y is equal to 5. Let me erase it and rewrite it over here. This is what? Y is equal to 5. So now what are my midpoints? My coordinates of my midpoint are what? 6, 5 over here. So this means my value of h is what? My value of h is, okay, let me write it over here. X minus the value of h will be 6 whole square plus y minus k is what? 5 whole square. So now what is left over here is you have to find this r square. R is the radius. So how we will find the radius over here? Think. So I will zoom in a little bit so you can see how I can find the radius over here. So by radius I mean is I need to find either this distance or I need to find this distance over here. Now you see what I'm using the word distance. To calculate the distance, what I need is I need to use distance formula. Okay, so let's find the radius. Now do keep in mind, to find the radius, what we do is we use the distance formula. I'll write it over here. To find the radius or for radius r, so we will use what? Distance formula. So we will find the distance between these 2 points. This one, let's name this C, and this will B, and this will be your A. We are finding the distance between BC. So your formula is what? BC. Let me rewrite it over here. Formula is what? BC is equal to radical x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. You can also rewrite the formula like this: radical of y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square. It will give you the same answer. So I'm taking this as my x1 and I'm taking this value as my y1. So this will be my x2 and this will be my y2. Let's substitute the values. So it's your 6 minus 11 whole square plus y2 is my 5 minus 8 whole square. There you go. So after this you can use a calculator also. It will give you negative 5 whole square will be 25, negative 3 whole square will be 9. So your answer is radical 34. What is this? That's your BC, that's your R. So what I will do is I will come back over here. Now do keep in mind, that's what? This is R square. So when I am putting the value, plugging the value of R, that's your radical 34 whole square. So this is your equation of a circle in a standard form. What I can do is I can rewrite it also, and I can rewrite it in this form also. Y minus 5 whole square, and R square is a 34. I can just write it like this also. So this is your standard form of equation of a circle using the given values, that was endpoints of the diameter. So that's your answer. I hope you are enjoying this concept over here. Let's move to the next problem. Now the next problem is a similar one. It says write the equation of a circle in standard form, and they give you center is 11,5 and point on the circle is 7,15. First of all, let's try to visualize how this circle will look like. So it becomes a lot more easy if you draw a circle. So let's see what is happening. Okay, x and y over here. All right, again this is not up to the scale. Center is 11,5. What is your center? That's your h comma k. So h comma k is 11,5. Let's think this is your 11 and this is your 5 over here. So one point is this, one point is this one over here. This is your center. And point on the circle is 7,15. So 7 is this one over here, and 15 will go up some. Let's assume 15 is somewhere over here. Okay, so this means this is your radius and this is a point on the circle. So this will be your radius. So what is this? This will be your radius. And if I'm drawing a circle, it will be going somewhere like this over here, somewhere like this over this will be a circle. Alright, so equation of the circle in standard form is this: x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square. So what pieces of information I need? I need h, I need k, and I need r square. H and k are center, and I know they already gave me h and k. So I will just come and I will erase this h and k over here, and I will substitute the values. H is my 11, k is my 5. Here you go. 50% of the problem is solved. Now we have to find what? Radius. Now from this diagram or the circle which we have drawn over here, it is quite clear to us how to find the radius. Radius will be this distance over here. Now you see I use the word distance over here. The distance means what? I have to use the distance formula. So I'll write over here radius r is equal to, let me write the distance formula first of all. I like to write the distance formula and then I can substitute the values over here. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Again you can also write the formula, y2 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus x1 whole square in the radical. Okay, so I'm taking this as my x1, this will be my y1, this will be my x2 and y2. It gives me the same answer. So x2 is my 7 minus 11 whole square plus 15 minus 5 whole square. At this step you can also use your calculator also. Okay, so this will give me -4, this will give me 16, plus this will be my 10, this will be my 100, and this will give me radical 116 over here. So this is my radius, radical of 116 or 116. So what I will do is I will come over here and I will erase this r and I will replace this by the value radical 116 or 116 as a whole square over here. So I can rewrite my final answer in this way over here. X minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. R square will be my 116. So this is my answer over here for this problem over here. Alright, this is over here. Now one thing I want to correct it, I was just looking back over here, this problem over here. I think this is just 34, not 341. I just have to draw a box over here. I think I started drawing a box. Here it goes. This is your answer. So if you're doing this, go back and check. Your answer should be 34, not 341. I don't know how I made the mistake. Okay, let's move to our next concept over here. So our next concept is, okay, a conic section in general form can look something like this: ax square plus cy square plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. So, but our standard form of the equation of circle which we have been studying is x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square. So what I'm trying to tell you is the general form of the conic section equation is this. A standard form of equation circle is this over here. So now the question says write the equation of the circle in standard form, and we have to write the equation from general form to standard form. So what you have to understand over here is your final answer should look like this: x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. So this is yours, and this should be your answer over here. So this is your h, that's your k, and that's your r over here. So what we should do over here, so we will be using the method which is called completing the square, which you learned in your previous class. So let's do this. Okay, so what you should do is first of all look for the terms which are having x. I have this x square over here, I see this another term 30x over here, and after this I want you to put a plus sign over here, and I want you to draw a box over here. Let's go to the next part. Then I'm having y square. I'm just separating those terms, my y terms and x terms over here. Again with this, what I want you to do is just put this thing and put it over here. Okay, and equal to, and this is my negative 290. And since you see what I did in the original question, I have drawn two boxes over here, and I will draw the same two boxes over here also, because in equation whatever you do on the left side, you have to do the same thing on the right side also. Now after this, what you do is take your middle term over here, this is your 30, divide by 2 and take the square of this. So this should go over here. Now whatever I've done over here, I need to do the same thing over here. Take your middle term which I did over here, and I have to take the square over here. Now let's go with this part. What is the middle term over here? Negative 18. So I will take this negative 18, divide by 2, and I will do the square over here. Similarly, I will do the same thing on my right side over here. I took the square and I did it like this. There you go. Now after this, you have done, now just simplify it. Okay, that's the thing which you have to do. Now just simplify, nothing else to do. So this is yours x square plus 30x plus, so what happens over here is this will give you 15 square is what? 225, plus this is my y square minus 18y. What will happen over here? This will give me negative 9, and the square is what? 81 is equal to negative 290 plus, and you don't have to calculate, it's the same number from 225, same number 225 plus 81 will come over here. Now what we are trying to do is we are trying to make this as a perfect square. I'm trying to make this as a perfect square, and this part I will simplify. So how I can make it as a perfect square? Let's work on this part. So what happens is, since it's a trinomial, you are looking for two numbers. On adding and subtracting gives you the middle number, that's your 30, and on multiplying gives you 225. So what I'm doing over here is I'm using a simple language of factoring, which you have already learned in your previous classes. That's a simple language I'm using over here. And you came with this 15 plus 15 is 30, and 15 times 15 is 225. So in the perfect square form, it will be x plus 15 whole square. Plus, similarly for this part over here, you are looking for two numbers. On adding or subtracting gives you the middle number, that's your negative 18, and on multiplying it gives you the last number, that's your 81. So I know my two numbers will be negative 9 and negative 9, which I added. I will give it this, they give me this, and when I multiply they give me positive 81. So my answer will be y minus 9 whole square. And let's simplify this right side over here. What will be our answer? So on right side I ended up with 16 over here. So now let's look at our solution over here. What will go in these boxes? So when I compare with x plus 15 square with this, I will be having what? My value of h will be what over here? That will be yours negative 15 over here. Okay, so our final answer is what? Okay, so final answer is this one over here. So I think we already have the final answer. We don't need any of this equation over here, because my final answer is already in the form of what? It is already in the form of standard form over here, x minus h square plus y minus k square over here. So that's my answer. So if I would have compared, I would have ended up with, like, negative signs over here. So this is my final answer over here. So I will just leave it like this because the question is asking from me, write the answer standard form, and that's it. I did it. So this was something I was supposed to write. So I got my answer. All right, so let's do one more problem over here just to practice it. Another question is this one over here, x square plus y square plus 28x plus 18y plus 255 equal to 0. Again, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to write my answer in this form over here, x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r square. That's the thing I'm trying to do. So let's try to separate the variables. This will be x square plus 28x, and what I explained in the previous question was we will draw a box over here, plus then we have our y square plus 18y, and I will draw one more box over here, and now I have 255. What I will do is I will subtract 255 from both the sides, and I will be having, because I'm trying to bring all my constants on one side and variables on one side. So I got it over here, but you remember I am having two extra boxes over here, so I need to bring those two extra boxes over here also. I got this one. All right, so let's proceed. So our middle term over here is 28, so I will take your 28, I will divide by 2, and I will take the square of this. I have this one over here, I will take my 18, I will divide by 2, and I will take the square of this. And similarly I will do over here, because this is an equation and we have to balance both the sides over here. So this is your 18 divided by 2, and that's your square over here. So my next step will be like this. It will be x square plus 28x plus, this is my 14 square, and that will be my answer. So 14 square is what? This is my 196. I'll write it to 196, and this is your y square plus 18y, and this is yours what? 18 divided by 2 is 9, and 9 square is 81 over here. And on this side also it will be negative 255 plus 196 plus 81 over here, and I will simplify this and I will get my next step over here. So now for this side over here, it says x square plus 28x. Now again I will do my same process over here. I'm trying to find the factors of those, or writing in the form of factored form. I'm looking for two numbers. On adding gives me the middle number, that's my 28, and on multiplying should give me what? 196. So which are the two numbers? So we look over here, 14 plus 14, and that's your 14 times 14. That's it. Okay, so it will be what? X plus 14 whole square plus, now this part over here is quite easy for me. I can just write it over here, y plus 9 whole square, and for this part I need to simplify this, and I need to find my answer for this part away. So let's go ahead and do this. And when I solve this, my answer is what? 22 over here, and this is your equation of a circle in standard form over here. Let me check this problem also if I made a mistake over here. No, everything is correct. Here you go, and this is my answer over here. So this is how you write the equation of a circle in standard form from the equation of circle given in general form over here.